bad man. There's no question about it. But he did come up real short on the weigh-in, which really bums me out. Now, I had heard that his pregnant girlfriend is in, this is what everyone's saying, is in the hospital, and that she's had some serious issues, and he's been going back and forth to the hospital, and he just didn't have a chance to cut the weight right. A lot of people claim, that's exactly what the issue was. I don't know.
That drama's never good, especially your
Not
first
good.
main event in your hometown against Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
There's enough pressure as it is.
Well, the Cowboy fight was a big pressure fight, but he rose to the occasion.
Not really,
in a
though.
big
Was
way.
it? Was it? Because we didn't know who he was, really.
Yeah, but it was his opportunity.
For sure, but you're
Cowboy.
fighting a smaller guy. It's against Cowboy, so he
True.
goes forward and does work. Now it's like, man, I mean, there's been guys who have blown up before, but the hype on Till, and I'm all up on his dick, but, there's a ton of hype on him. If he wins this one, it's off to the races.
It is, but he's fucking 4.5 pounds over championship weight. That is a lot. That's not a little. That's a lot.
It's such an advantage, too.
It's a big
Fighters that have missed
advantage.
weight are undefeated this year. When they still fight, they're undefeated.
Yeah, it's a big advantage. I think that
It's a
with
form of
Wonder Boy-
cheating.
It is a form if you do it on purpose, for sure. I think what's interesting what Wonder Boy did, he said you got to weigh 188 the next day.
Type move.
Yeah,
Because
very
Till's
smart.
a big boy.
Yeah.
Till's a really big boy.
Very, very smart. Like whatever advantage that he got from not cutting that extra 3 pounds, now he's 3.5 pounds. Now he's lost a little bit of it, I guess.
If you're Wonder Boy, though, you want to drag this into later rounds. He's going to come out aggressive. He's had some drama cutting weight, and he had to cut more weight to maintain it the day of. So
Yeah, it's all fascinating, man. It's all fascinating. We're going to find out a lot. The other thing is, too, the styles. Like, what Wonder Boy does is at kicking distance. Like, if you watch, like, the exchanges that he's at, he moves real good at the waist, like a snake, like back and forth. But he wants to keep you not even at Muay Thai kicking distance. He keeps you at karate kicking distance.
Far.
Which is sideways and very far.
far. It's
So-
tough to reach.
And Darren's got to close that gap. And closing that gap is when Wonder Boy's the most dangerous. And if you see some of his training footage, he seems to be concentrating on blitzing in and countering and sidestepping
Getting
and
out.
countering. Yeah, and
Like a
getting
matador.
out. Yeah.
And if you look at Wonder Boy's history, whenever he fights aggressive dudes, they get fucked up.
Yeah, that's like his
That's
best
literally what he
style.
wants.
It's
He's
his
like,
best
come on,
style.
bring it on. And that's what Till wants to do.
Yeah, it's very,
kind of a
very
scary
interesting.
fight.
Very
But I'm
interesting.
telling you, man, if nothing in this fight would surprise me, unless Darren Till just goes out there and just murks him. Just no
Yeah.
respect, murks him. That's the only thing that would surprise me. But if Till does win, strap a fucking rocket ship to that boy's back, because now that Bisping's retired, UK needs the face. That's
Yeah.
him. He's
Yeah.
the fucking guy, man.
Even if he loses, he could still be that. He's 25 years old.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
not to that extent. Like you beat Wonder Boy and you knock out Wonder Boy, it's
Right.
fucking. I mean,
Off to
UK
the
is
races,
it's
yeah.
on, man.
He's a super talented striker, though. What he did to Cowboy, it wasn't just impressive. It was like complete domination.
Demoralizing,
just controlled the range. He controlled every single aspect of the exchanges. Cowboy got like one good knee off at one point in time, but and one good right hand to the body. I rewatched the fight the other day just to kind of get me amped
It's
up
so
for this.
impressive.
Oh, man, he obliterated him.
The thing too about Till, why I think he gets so much hype, is a lot of guys talk like Colby Covington's amazing, talented fighter. There's a lot of guys who talk a lot of stuff. I'm like, all right, it's more of an act. They're super talented. But when Darren Till talks, I'm like, God, it's almost that Conor McGregor effect. I'm like, this fool actually believes it.
Yeah.
He believes it, and he has those ridiculous skills, and that's gonna go a long ways.
Ejibra, what'd you think?
Damn.
There's gonna be no jiu-jitsu in this, Eddie.
No jiu-jitsu.
If it goes to the ground, we're all
I know
fucked.
about Darren Till is his fight with Cerrone. That's it. This card, it's going to be interesting.
You were gonna
I
have
don't really know.
you were
anybody.
gonna have Gunnar Nelson on the card though.
Is
You were
Gunnar
gonna have-
Nelson on the card?
No, he got hurt. But you're gonna have Gunnar Nelson, Neil Magny, which was a fun fight.
That's a great fight.
They were gonna do Gunnar Nelson and Till, but for whatever reason they decided to go with Wonder Boy.
Jason Knight, I know about him. Did he already fight on the undercard, or is he on the main card?
He's on the main card.
Oh, beautiful.
Who is
He has
he
a tough
fighting?
fight. Oh my God, he has a tough fight. Very tough fight.
Oh,
Americani. Yeah, he's a
Makwan
monster.
Americani.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
The
that's
Japanese guy?
right. No.
No.
He's well, he lives in Finland, but what is his background?
He's a
Kurdistan, it says.
He's a really good wrestler who also has wild ass strikes, man. Flying knees
super
and
tough
shit.
fight for your boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Neil Magny. Who's Neil Magny fighting now?
For Wonder Boy though, there's
Craig
not
White.
there's not a ton of upside for him for this
Makwan.
fight. I don't know why he took it, to be honest.
Wonder
It's a
Boy,
good matchup
I
for him,
think-
but
yeah, it's
you're in dangerous territory, right? You're fighting the number 9 guy. You're ranked number 1.
Yeah.
He misses weight. He's huge. Like there's just I feel like all the pressure's off Wonder Boy right now, especially after him missing weight. But if you're Wonder Boy, even if you starch Till, they're not giving you a title shot until Woodley loses that strap. Wonder Boy's not fighting for a title.
14-2-1 for Wonder Boy. You got to remember the only loss was to Tyron Woodley and then to Matt Brown. Those 2 fights and 1 draw with Woodley. Crazy. That's
Yo,
a
why
god-
couldn't he fight Woodley again? They fought
Well, that's what he's asking. First of all, he's saying, why don't I get a shot at the interim title? How are you giving the interim title to Colby Covington, who only beat Damian Maia, who's 40 years old, who's clearly past his prime? How is that good enough to get him a shot at the interim title?
good
Well, he
I don't
talked a
think-
lot of shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's basically it.
But
That goes a long
But
way.
at the same time, yeah, it goes a long way this day and age. But at the same time, with RDA, they're not doing Colby any favors. Send him down to Brazil. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago to fight RDA, which is, if you look at Colby's style, it's probably the worst matchup for him. He's a heavy underdog. So I'm hoping, not hoping. I think what their plan would be: RDA wins that, fights Woodley, which is a tough matchup for Woodley, and then if RDA were able to beat Woodley, then you have Wonder Boy slip in there.
Or Colby wins, and then you got mad shit talking with him and Woodley, and it gets very interesting.
It gets
That's-
super interesting.
I like that fight.
It's a
I
good
like
fight.
Colby and Tyron.
Colby's the underdog in every one of those
Yep.
fights. Yeah,
He is,
But
yeah.
RDA Woodley, you got a barn burn in your hands.
Yeah.
That's a great matchup.
Yeah. RDA Woodley's very interesting.
Because as much as they, I love Woodley. I think his style is ridiculous. He's gonna be tough to beat. I think they want some bit of turnover in there with Woodley. That's what
Man.
they want, some turnover.
What is
they
RDA going to do to Woodley? I mean, he's not going to be able to take him down.
No, he's the only thing he's got going on is
good.
striking,
And his movement's good.
And
then if
his-
it does go to the ground, and his kicks,
Woodley's
But
that's a tough one to beat for anybody.
Yeah, even
Oh,
his
for sure.
striking, even RDA striking, Woodley has "I'll put you to sleep" instantly striking.
Woodley has more power. RDA
Yeah.
has better fundamentals, I would say. As far as putting Muay Thai, putting it
Right.
together,
But
kicks
you put
with
that
the hands.
speed, the power, the
Oh, Woodley's
explosiveness.
a goddamn nightmare. No,
He's
it's
terrifying.
It's not
Woodley's
going
still
to the
the
ground.
favorite in that
Yeah,
fight.
It's
Yeah.
not going to the ground
But you
unless
gotta also
Woodley
think
wants it to.
Woodley just got through shoulder surgery. He just got his labrum repaired, which is not the worst shoulder surgery. And he just
What does that mean
did-
exactly? He stapled the labrum back to his
the
bone?
labrum. No, the labrum. He had some sort of a tear in it that fucked up in the Damian Maia fight like instantly. They stitch it back together again, but he's gone through crazy PRP and all kinds of other shit. Now he put up a video of him hitting mitts, and it's only been about 3 months since the surgery, and he's hitting mitts hard. I don't know if that's an old video though. He's sneaky. He put up this video.
He's a
of
freak,
him.
though. He might be doing, getting some injections in there.
He definitely got some injections. He
Yeah.
was talking about all the different things that he was going to
Yeah.
do for as far as he came on the podcast just a few weeks after shoulder surgery, and he was moving around normal and moving his hands around normal. But it really depends entirely on how bad this. The big one is the bicep tendon. When the bicep tendon gets torn off the muscle or off the bone, and then they have to put it back in, staple
Staple
it
it.
down,
Never works,
and then they
yeah.
have to. It does work right now. Now it does. Not for pitchers. If you're a pitcher and that shit goes south,
Not good.
you're diggity done. But for a fighter, no problem. It doesn't seem to be a problem for fighters.
But I bet Woodley. So you got RDA, Colby. So obviously the winner of that will fight Woodley at end of the year. Woodley will be back into the year, no doubt.
yeah, it could very well be on the December 31st card. That's a big one.
Huge card.
I think they were trying to talk about him being on the August card in L.A., but that's not going to
Goddamn, that's
happen.
soon. Yeah.
That's a damn good card right now, right?
LA is? Who did they?
Isn't it? Who's
well,
on
they
the
were waiting
LA
for
card?
GSP Nate, and obviously that's not happening. So, who do you have now in LA?
Let's see. Let's pull that up.
Did they find a opponent for Zabit?
Is this going to be at Staples?
Yeah. Well, they want to do Cyborg versus Nunes.
Not happening. Nuna's suspended.
Is she?
Yeah.
What'd she hurt?
Her hands from whooping that ass.
Whooping that ass. Damn. Oh yeah, TJ and Cody. Woo!
Okay.
Damn. That's L.A.?
Yeah. Oh, I'm very
So the card's
excited. No.
What's the
It's a little bit
date?
of struggle street right now.
What's the
card
date?
Not nearly as good. August 4th. card's not nearly as good as it was gonna be.
No, it was going to be a barn burner, but
Yeah.
Chicago's stacked.
Yeah, so far this card is not
Well, it
the
has a lot of
greatest.
time.
No.
It's not the greatest. It has